Heat number 1 of 2 on the pole is going to be the M80 of Jim Matheson. And to his outside, the 25 of Ricky the Racer Steffen.
The insider row number 2, it's going to be Brady's favorite driver, the 48 of Bob Moore. And to the outside, coming off a win last night at Shelby County Speedway, that is Sean Berrigan in the 88.
And making his triumphant return after snap rolling that car 9 times, getting it fixed back up. That's a 15M of Shane DeMay from Denison. We are green. Of course, remember, folks, these guys are going early because we have a Bonine Garage Doors modified King of the Hill presented by Mad Photography later on tonight. Right now, as they're getting ready to complete lap number 1, it's Ricky the Racer Steffen. He has got that razor hung on the razor's edge as he is going to lead Jim Matheson in second. Right now, the Trump train, the 88 of Berrigan in third, Bob Moore fourth. Shane DeMay trying to get the car shaken down for Boone. He is sitting in that 5th place spot right now as they complete another lap. It is still Ricky the Racer Steffen, but Berrigan now over the back bumper of the M80 of Matheson. That is your best and only battle on the track right now, as it is Matheson still holding off Berrigan, but right now it is Steffen, Matheson, Berrigan, Moore, and DeMay, your top 5.
Ricky the Racer Steffen now with a big advantage over the 2nd place running Sean Berrigan at the moment. Jim Matheson crossover move off turn 4. Could not carry the momentum. Bob Moore sitting in that 4th place spot, and Shane DeMay battling an extremely tight race car, trying to navigate it around the track here to the inside. That looked a little better for the 15M this time by. Racer still leads him in the 25. As Shane DeMay is going to pull it into the infield, call no joy. Hopefully see him back for the feature. Ricky the Racer Steffen out in front in the 25 car, looking really smooth. And Jim Matheson car a little loose in that M80 machine. Now battling with Bob Moore for that 3rd place spot. Moore's going to have it through turns 1 and 2. Matheson back to that 4th place spot. Out in front though, Ricky the Racer Steffen sees the white flag this time by one more time around. Single file around the raceway. It's Ricky, Steffen, Sean Berrigan, Bob Moore, Jim Matheson, your running order. As they come through 3 and 4 for the final time, that is how they're going to finish. It's going to be Steffen, Berrigan, Moore, and Matheson.
So awesome run for the 25 of Ricky the Racer Steffen.
It is 14B, Matt Bonine.
Well, it says 14B, but apparently he's already registered for Boone, and his number down there is going to be 141. So don't let it fool you, folks. That is Matt Bonine in that white and blue car sitting outside of row number 2.
As the RPMs come on, green flag is out. We're on away with E-Race number 2-2 for your Bonine Garage Door IMCA Modifieds, Tees, and Speed Snyders. Battling through 1 and 2. Speed's going to have the advantage. Oh, slideways contact with Tees. And all 4 cars gonna get bottled up.
Oh, unfortunately, it looks like the 44X of Snyder's just got sideways and everybody else got bottlenecked. Nobody else could avoid. So, looks like a lot of damage to the right front of Chris Mills.
That car hopped
on
the backstretch.
Well, it looked like he was about ready to go over. And about the same time, when he finally got settled down, it looked like Bonine might be going over too, but everybody able to keep the cars on the ground.
And just a victim of circumstance as the 44X got sideways and made contact with Jim Tees, who was running right behind and a little bit beside him, and just nowhere for the other 2 drivers to go. So how are we going to call this here, Matt? Complete restart?
All right, so here we go on the Advantage Racing TV replay coming off a 2. Oh, yeah, you can see the 44X of Snyder's just, it snapped loose on him. Teese had nowhere to go, and once Teese got into him, of course, you had Mills and Snyder both right there. Absolutely nowhere to go, and really not a fault of Jason Speed Snyder's either, as the track, he just was getting into it, coming out of 2 like he normally would, and it snapped loose. He caught it, and he snapped loose one more time, and that's what just bottlenecked everybody. Yeah, looks like some left rear bodywork ruffled up a little bit on the 44X of Snyder's, but doesn't look like much else got damaged. But, of course, we can't see the bars, the bird cage, and all that stuff underneath the left rear, so we'll see. But for right now, we're going to restart. Green is back out. It's going to be the Mapleton Farm boy, Jim Teese. He is going to slide it into one with the lead. As they come out of two, Jason Snyder's doesn't look like that car is working too awful bad, as he is now trying to get underneath of Teese. Not going to happen. Teese is going to lead lap number one. Teese, Snyder's, and Bonine, your top three as they go through 1 and 2 to getting ready to run another lap. Teese coming off of that feature win last week and a track championship last night. He is definitely wanting to serve notice right before Boone that, hey, this 23 Razor chassis is nothing to be messed with, as he is now starting to gap the 44X of Snyder's. He is going to come down, lead another lap. It is, once again, Jim Teese, Jason Snyder's, and Matt Bonine, your top three.
Top three, no changes here so far. And heat race number 2 is, Speed Snyder's out the track, almost into the wall in turn number 2. Out in front, though, 4 laps to go for the 23 car of Jim Teese. Almost a half a straightaway advantage over second place running Jason Speed Snyder's in the 44X car. Matt Bonine running in third, shaking that car down for Boone here just in about a week or so, as green flag's going to fly high in the air. It's going to be Teese, Snyder's, and Bonine. Still no change in the top three. Coming down to the white flag this time by off turn number 4. Teese looking smooth in that 23 car, coming off turn 4 now to the white flag. Snyder's and Bonine smooth as well. Looks like running about similar lap times. A little too slideways that time for Matt Bonine. But taking the checker flag, it's going to be a 23, Jim Teese, Jason Speed Snyder's in second. Rounding out the field in 141, Matt Bonine.
Scheduled to be the 14B of Matt Bonine, but Bonine opting to start in the back, so that's going to be the 15M of Shane DeMay, third night out. Since he got the 2021 Harris repaired, and he's had a couple of good runs so far in it. We'll see what he can do tonight, but ladies and gentlemen, it's a feature time, your final one of the night. So, ladies and gentlemen, RPMs come up for the final time tonight, and we are green. It is going to be the 25 Ricky the Racer Steppen and the amazing Jim Matheson side by side as they come out of 2. Steppen with about a half a car length advantage as they trail it down into 3 and 4. Bob Moore, Jim Teese also right there, as Teese is going to take over that third place spot. But it's now Ricky Steppen with the lead. Oh! And Jim Matheson goes right in front of the field. Everybody avoids. Bonine and Mills, they spin out up by the wall in between 1 and 2 to avoid. But everybody, Scotty, avoided the spinning car.
Great heads-out driving by the rest of the field to avoid the M80 of Jim Matheson. Matt Bonine staring at a wall. Not sure if he's trying to talk to it or not, but
yeah, but him and Mills did not make contact with said wall.
No, they did not.
That was awesome. And that car has actually been pretty potent. He tested it out Friday in Fort Dodge, Saturday in Heartland, now tonight, and that car has been working really well since he got it put back together.
So as it goes back to green here in your A main, it's going to be a racer out to the race lead. Ricky the Racer Steppen, Bob Moore running in that second spot. Jim Teese slides way up the track in car 23, almost 3 wide now, coming off turn number 2. Shane DeMay up to that 4th place spot to the inside of the racetrack now, working on the 23 of Jim Teese. Teese going to carry the momentum off turn number 4. Shane DeMay still holding on the board. It is Steppen, Moore, Teese, DeMay in a 3-car battle for that 5th place spot now, as we got a side-by-side battle for the race lead. Bob Moore almost completing the pass off turn number 4.
Once again, Bob Moore trying to get to the inside of Ricky the Racer Stefan. Not going to happen this time by. He's going to set him up at 3 and 4 and do it again. Oh, looked like he might have wanted to try to go to the Arby's for a slider, but did not work. Shane DeMay now going to the whip, trying to catch up to the Mapleton Farm Boy, Jim Teese, for that third place spot. Bob Moore bobbles coming out too. That gives a sizable advantage to the 25 of Stefan. Stefan is hanging it out high, wide, and round the outside as he is in 3 and 4. Now Shane DeMay all over the back bumper of the 23 of Teese. That is your best battle on the track right now, as Bob Moore trying to catch back up to Ricky the Racer Stefan. Shane DeMay almost had the lead there. Oh, almost a little contact between the 23 and the 15M. Now DeMay going to try and reset himself up, which if he's going to get around Teese, he better do it soon, because here comes Mills. Mills in that 5th place spot, and he is trying to get up to the back bumper of the 15M and 23 battle that's going on. But right now, that's all happening behind Ricky the Racer Stefan, your leader.
Stefan with the race lead. Bob Moore trying to run him down. DeMay with a power move to the inside. Give DeMay third. Off turn number 4. Teese shuffle back to 4th. Here comes Mills now the inside of Teese. Contact made between the 23 and 02 junior. No harm, no foul. As they come through 3 and 4, Teese up on the high side. Mills on the low side. Give Chris Mills that 4th place spot now. Ricky the Racer Stefan still out in front. In car number 25.
Jim Teese now in danger of losing another spot to Sean Berrigan, and in fact will, as he gets passed by the Trump train. We are halfway home. 10 down, 10 to go. It is Ricky the Racer Stefan, Bob Moore, Shane DeMay, Chris Mills, and Sean Berrigan. Your top 5. Top 5 has stretched out. Not sure what's going on with the 23 of Jim Teese, but he has fallen backwards through the field. Also, any damage that happened in the heat race for Chris Mills, obviously not affecting him right now, as he is currently sitting in that 4th place spot. Shane DeMay going to the whip, trying to catch up to Bob Moore in that 2nd place spot. But it is a ways to go to Moore, and then an even longer distance to get to Ricky the Racer Stefan, as Stefan is absolutely gone.
Jim Teese off the power though on the 23 car. He's going to pull into the infield. Car bogging down on the front stretch. He's going to pull in. Colin Joy beat done for the evening. Stefan out in front in the 25 car though.
We got a battle for 2nd, Bruin Scotty, as Shane DeMay has caught up to the 48 of Bob Moore. With 6 laps to go, we're going to have to keep an eye on that battle.
As it is still Stefan out front. Put the card on the counter. Checked out. Goodbye. See ya. Ricky the Racer Stefan straightaway advantage over 2nd place running Bob Moore. Moore trying to stay ahead of the 15M of Shane DeMay. Here comes Mills in there as well. As we've got 3 laps to go. Next time by for Ricky the Racer Stefan. DeMay gets it closer and closer to the 48 of Moore. Off 3 and 4 now to the left rear corner. That time through 1 and 2. We'll see what DeMay has for him in 3 and 4. DeMay down to the bottom. Moore up to the top of the racetrack. Coming off turn 4. Bob Moore hanging on a 2nd, but just by a thread. Chris Mills way up the track, using every inch of this raceway to try to catch your 2nd, 3rd place runner. DeMay now to the way inside of Moore. Slide job for the 15M. Oh, as he makes it stick. Give Shane DeMay 2nd at the flag stand. 2 laps to go. Stefan out in front in car 25. Shane DeMay taking 2nd. Over Bob Moore in turn number 2. One more time around for the 25 car of Ricky the Racer Stefan. Bob Moore trying to have a last counterattack for the 15M. Cannot do so in 1 and 2, but coming off turn 4, Ricky the Racer Stefan visits victory lane. Shane DeMay in 2nd, Bob Moore in 3rd, Chris Mills 4th, Sean Berrigan your top 5. How about the racer Ricky Stefan? Checked out in the heat race and now checking out. Goodbye, see ya here in the feature 25 car going to victory lane here tonight in your Bonine Garage Doors IMCA Modified A main.
All right, so while you're getting your hat adjusted there, Ricky, Steve asked you a good question. Does this finally take care of your drought here at the new Raceway Park?
Yeah.
Did you have any idea how big of a lead that you had over the rest of the field?
No, I didn't. We don't get to run a rear view mirror, so I didn't really have time to look around and see anybody telling me that I had a big gap or whatever, but it's been a couple years since we've won here, so it's pretty cool.
What does it mean to be able to say you had well over a straightaway lead on everybody here at one of your home tracks?
Well, I don't know. After seeing the wrecks and stuff, I don't know how many cars finished back there. So it felt pretty good. I think we had the car dialed in after we went to Heartland last night and struggled and couldn't even pass the pace car, so it's better.
Does this give you any kind of momentum heading into Boone?
No, Boone's all luck. I've seen a lot of fast cars not do anything, and I've seen a lot of slow cars do a lot of things over there, so it's a lot of luck. You got to draw good. I mean, you got to have a good car. Any of these guys here could win over a Boone, so you got to have a lot of luck.
Well, very popular win. Congratulations, and hopefully you can do it again on Friday night.
Yeah, we'll try. We'll be back here Friday, and then Mike Notaboom was telling us about a race over in Farley, so we might go over to Farley, and then we got to throw the cornhole bag tournament at Boone Sunday morning, so it might be a busy weekend.
Well, we wish you the best luck and congratulations.
Thanks.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, your Bonine Garage Doors modified feature winner, and a popular one at that, the 25 of Ricky the Racer Steffen.